what a beautiful name to be given. Servant of the living God. Only servants of the living God with a Daniel disposition could be called that. Yes. He served God over the king of Persia, though he was even in captivity. People are not even in captivity today and they don't know how to serve the living God. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that sad? Our Christianity's dumbed down the fluff today because of their human rights. What they can and can't do will be taken away from them. Not Daniel. He served the living God. The king knew it. Is thy God whom thou servest, here it is again, continually. He just has to put that in there. You've been faithful. Is he says, able to deliver thee from the lions? Then said Daniel unto the king, O king, live forever. My God has sent his angel and hath shut the lions' mouths, and they have not hurt me. For as much as before him innocency was found in me, and also before thee, O king, I have done no hurt. No, God. You know what? God has delivered me. You know what? I am innocent. He's preserved my life. And it's fully verified by God sending his angels to deliver me. You say, well, what happened to James when he had his head cut off and Peter was delivered? Was James not in the will of God? No. Listen, there are certain people that have to finish a certain task that God has given them. Stephen was stoned and Jesus standing there at the right hand of God, just simply received him, if you will. Received his spirit. There are people that fulfill their ministry and their life ends, and there are people that still have a ministry that needs to continue. You read on, Daniel chapter 7 and onwards, he was a prophet, and what a prophet it is, and plays a significant part in the coming of Jesus Christ, and this is the second coming. And so God hadn't been finished with Daniel yet. And he delivered him at that particular time because God still wanted to work a work in Daniel's life, and hence that we have prophecy now that is yet still to be fulfilled. But God delivered him because he was innocent. There was nothing, he had done nothing wrong by serving his living God. In captivity under an ungodly decree. Think about that. He was innocent in God's eyes. Didn't compromise at all. Look at verse 23. Then was the king exceeding glad for him, and commanded that they should take Daniel up out of the den. So Daniel was taken up out of the den, and no manner of hurt was found upon him. Why? Because he believed in his God. You can almost see Daniel asleep. Peace, praying maybe in the den, like Paul and Silas. They were beaten, put in prison, and all you can hear is praying and praising God. Remarkable. God's hand upon them. What kind of Christian caliber are these men? Do you find them today? No. You know what you find today? All talk, rah, 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 stomping, running around. And when the decrees come, oh, what are we going to do? That's what you find today. When the Goliath of our day come upon us, we don't believe in the living God that can spare us from the lion and the bear and from Goliath. We all of a sudden cower and go again to Romans 13 and Romans 14. And we want to be simply students of the Bible in these areas and uphold them. These are men that believed God, that had faith in God. While the king was up all night, couldn't sleep. The king couldn't sleep. He was fearful of Daniel's life being taken. Couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. I mean, he didn't even have the entertainers come and play music. He had nothing. Notice verse 18, and the king went to his palace and passed the night, what's that word? Fasting, didn't eat. Neither were instruments of music brought before him, and his sleep went from him. And Daniel would have been at peace with God and knowing where he was, even if he was taken by the lions. Why? Because when a person simply is serving the living God and he dies, that's a promotion.